Might say, isn't that the Nash project that you're supposed to be working on? Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the new thing I bought. So I bought some stuff the other day. I bought this 312 out of a T-Bird probably, but it was for a 56 Crown Vic. That's what the person was trying to put it in, or I don't know what happened with that project. But anyways, I ended up with just a slew of parts from it. It has the Ford-O-Matic automatic transmission. With it, I bought a 39 Ford Standard. The Standard came with the 38 front end. The Deluxe came with the more 40 style front end. This thing came fully equipped with an Auga horn and no motor and transmission. Just all fun. Talking to my buddy Wayne Atkinson, talking to my buddy Ruben, the guys in the know, the guys that were there back in the day, that I really value their knowledge. So after talking to them, we've come to the conclusion to just see how that Y-block fits. It's been done. We're just going to see how we do it. The first thing I want to do is take the torque tube off of the Banjo rear end, which I plan to still use the Banjo rear end with an open driveline conversion. This nostalgic hot rod kind of stuff, nostalgic custom stuff, is actually my favorite. And I'm just going to build a jalopy with this one. So it's a hot rod. It's not a rat rod. It could be completed to a show car, but these sedans unfortunately don't pull a lot of money right now, and so I can't spend a lot of money on it because I don't keep much of anything, and so I always have to think about resale. So I'm going to start by pulling that torque tube off and then pulling the front clip and then seeing how this Y-block and trans fit. Holy shit. There is some grease. Apparently this is leaking. Hopefully out this front seal, because we'll be replacing that. And then hopefully I don't have to get into that. Hopefully I can just put new fluid in it and let her fly. But I will need to find the bolts that hold that in, which is under that. Holy cow. That is on there. I don't remember, these might have had a wire running through them too, like a safety wire, which might be what that is. You know what? I think I'm gonna grab my scaler tool. You know how I have noticed that I ignored the safety wire that runs through these? It was really cool. It looks really awesome on stuff. There's has a hole through the bolt. So you run these wires through, and if you run the wire through each one of them, it doesn't want to, the bolts don't want to back out. Impact usually breaks through it, but the airplane, jet, aerospace, they use a lot of that wire through the bolts so stuff doesn't come apart. Really cool. Other bolt I need to get out is our support bars, traction bars. I don't know what you want to call them on a Banjo, but it has this little holder that goes through. Bolt runs through sideways. Need to get that off so we can slide this tube up off of the rear diff. I got the nut off the bolt, but I'm guessing that these are under some tension because of the transverse spring being behind the axle, and that's where I got my jack stand. So I'm going to move my jack stands to the frame and take the pressure off of this because I don't want it sure dinging into my face. Yeah, those might have fallen on me. pry bar. There's a little pin here that we need to get out. So I think we grind the head off of him and knock him out with a drift. There she is. Now, our Wayne Atkinson open drive line conversion joint will slide. It slides onto that, just has a little U-joint holder and bolts right back in our stock piece there, which I don't have, but that would be the plan there. Now, I would like to get this front clip off. I'm going to try a couple of the bolts with the wrench, but I'm betting I'm going to torch them. This is the first wrench I picked up. I'm betting it's the right size. I got the front clip off. The ones I torched were nuts and bolts, so if it's a nut and bolt, no worries, torch it. If it's a cage nut that goes into the body, I did not torch those. However, this one's just spinning and this one's stuck. And where it bolted into these has been cracked out, which happens on these Fords. But the wife has me going to a charity event for the kids. You know, those kids that don't have it as good as my kids, and we're blessed, and I can't complain. So I'm going to go do my charity. Right